In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you some ways that you can create interactive activities to teach fractions based on the Smart Notebook software. The page you can see at the moment came from the gallery. If you go to the gallery, Lesson Activity Toolkit 2.0, Pages, and you scroll down and there are a range of pages that you can simply drag across. They're there for visual. So here the task is what fraction of the shape on the following pages are coloured. When you touch the correct answer, it will spin, and if it is incorrect, it will fade out. So here we have the first one, so a student may come and click 2/5, it's incorrect, select 3/4, and it's correct. Another example, so a student might come and click 3/4, fades out, and half, the correct answer, spins around. To do that, you just need something to animate. I'm going to get a shape. Right click, select properties, object animation, and for this one I had two. One was fade out and the other was spin. Select the speed and the option when the object is clicked or enter the page. For this activity, it's when the object is clicked. You can see that there are a range of shapes I've created. This one here, to fill the shapes, I used one of the maths add-on tools, which is this one, which is a random shape generator. This enables you to touch on certain points and it will join up to fill it. Following on from that, the second task is actually get the students to go to the gallery up here, type in fractions, and here drag across the notebook page. Task 3, drag across some fraction pieces and record the fraction that you created. So if I drag across a fraction page, drag across fifths, then the students can drag across their pieces. And then they can record their fraction. So they record it as 3. You could have a group of students working up at the smart board while other students are working on other tasks. You can get students to write their name and then you can come back and reflect on the fractions that they've created. Here's another activity. This is called pizza fractions. So students are going to create their own pizza using different ingredients and then describe their pizza in written form using fractions. So we're linking fractions here to real life situations. So in this one here, I have the pizza and some students may come and create, might have half with salami and onion, and we might have half with capsicum and mushrooms. So then it would be up to the students to record that in words in their maths book. You can go on to quarters, and so forth. The food items are simply infinitely cloned. You can do that with any object. You just right click, select infinite clone, and each time you drag it across, a duplicate of that object will come. See, they're getting more complex. Then what you can do is use your pull tab, and the pull tab says here, create a pizza that has 2/5 with ham, cheese and pineapple, 3/5 with ham, salami and cheese. Well, the students will need to decide how many pieces they need to divide their pizza into and then drag across the correct ingredients. You can extend that and make it harder. For example, create a pizza that has 1/2 ham and pineapple, 2/8 salami and cheese, and 1/4 mushroom and chili. This is a more complex question where students are required, okay, how many pieces do I need to divide my pizza into to start off with, before they can start adding the toppings. So here they'll divide it into eighths, and then they'll be able to identify a half and a quarter. To create the pull tabs, I'm just going to get a new page, go to your gallery, type in pull tab, its picture, drag one across. Now you notice it tells you to ungroup, so you need to right click, group, ungroup. And to get rid of this pull part here, you need to ungroup it a second time. And then you simply type your text, which is a question, type in instruction, and then you need to regroup. So click, hold and drag, select your drop down menu, group, group, and now that's stuck together. I can simply right click cut, and then right click paste it onto the page that you'd like. Here is another example. This is the interactive fraction wall, which is a free TEQ learning object. You can see as I drag it across, it actually highlights equivalent fractions. I use this tool to create a fraction wall on the following page. So with this wall, the students need to predict the fraction, and they can click and reveal. So for this one, for example, they might predict it's a third. Oops, I'll take it off infinite clone. And select properties, object animation, fade out. This one just wasn't set. So they predict it's a third, and so forth. So students are able to make a prediction and then reveal the fraction behind. To create this, I simply used the camera tool, which is located at the top. Click, hold and drag across the image that I wanted. Then I use the shape tool. It's not there at the moment. Put the shape tool up. And I use my shape tool to create a rectangle over the top. If you right click on your shape, select properties, and you can fill it, and then it was object animation. So object animation, and I selected fade out when the object is clicked. Just going back to that page again, and that's how you can create a fraction wall. I took this one step further, and then I actually had the fraction pieces down here. So the idea is for students to explore equivalent fractions. So they might drag up a whole, which is 1, and 2 halves. So the students could then write 1 equals a half plus a half. Another way to explore it, they may drag up 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. We line them all up, and they can work out that 1 equals a quarter plus a quarter plus a quarter plus a quarter. I also think it's important to have different visual perspectives. So on the back one here, we've got the horizontal perspective to really make sure that students understand the concept. I think you need to switch it around. So here is the vertical. So again, it's the same activity, but this time the students are working with vertical images rather than horizontal images. And that's just a few quick examples.